Thanks for sticking around. Appreciate it. My name is Freedom Siam, and I am the principal of Balboa.
Hi, my name is Alexei Othanen-Gerard. I'm the Game Design Academy teacher at Balboa.
Hi, my name is Stephanie Almendares, and I'm the after-school program coordinator at Balboa High School.
Hi, I'm Mark Biangos. I'm the Balboa Site Pathway Coordinator.
So due to the under-enrollment of Balboa in the late 90s and early 2000s, the west wing of our campus was assigned to a division of curriculum and instruction. Since then, our student enrollment has doubled. We're almost at 1,300, which has provided the material basis to liberate the space and reallocate it to our learning community.
Cookie room. Cookie.
Woodshop? Okay.
It should be like there should be a green screen.
Ooh, green screen.
A studio for musicians.
Okay.
A way to get away from the math and the English and
The math. Quiet room.
all the languages.
Okay.
I'm honored to be the principal at the helm steering us through this opportunity. According to George Lee, longtime veteran teacher here at Balboa, this wing of the building had not been used by students for almost 20 years. That initially was due to the under-enrollment of Balboa during difficult times in our community. I want to acknowledge the effort of Principal Ritter, the Balboa Alumni Association, Assistant Superintendent Bill Sanderson, and the members of the Board of Education who have prioritized Balboa students in their future. As residents or people who work in this beautiful city, we understand the complexities of space, how much it costs, and what we can do or not do with the amount we have. Space we have or don't have determines quality of life, mental health, and space to imagine. Imagine what our future could be or look like. This space is being dedicated to the Leondakis brothers, who, like our amazing Balboa Alumni Association, have been dedicated to Balboa students through and through all the years, regardless of the many shifts in demographics. In 2015, the brothers donated a much-needed $80,000 to equip our teachers with basic technology to enhance the teaching and learning happening in our classrooms. The Leondakis Center for Innovation and Design is an opportunity for the children of this neighborhood, our families, who have been here for many generations, who can no longer afford to live here anymore. More often than not, because they are not able to take on the many tech-heavy jobs in this city. The Leondakis Center is an opportunity for Balboa to engage students with technology and innovation, to use this space to create a spark that becomes a flame in the hopes that our students in San Francisco can begin to fill the jobs of this city, and they can continue to live in the city and sustain a cultural fabric that has been the basis of the beauty found in this city. We envision the space as a hub allowing for the hosting of professional development opportunities, student-centered entrepreneurship workshops, and community-based organization and industry partner collaboration. Imagine a space where all students, especially our historically underrepresented students, including African American, Latina, Latino, newcomer, and female students, they are accessing technology and hands-on contemporary work-based skills in the form of classrooms, after-school programming, city college courses, and industry training, all on their campus. We want to create a space for all students, especially the aforementioned target groups, that would help them create a connection to the school and community and provide a platform for their voices and talents.
As Principal Siam mentioned, at the beginning of this semester, Balboa was faced with a unique challenge. What to do with this new space. And engaging in the QTEA process gave us tools and language to tackle this sort of huge question. we very quickly brainstormed and discussed and came up with our first equity challenge statement, right? How might we create a space that would respond to the needs of our most vulnerable populations, our female students, our black and brown students, and teachers, to help engage them in design thinking process and expose them to technology. Through the QTA process, we were given sort of the direction to reach out to those communities of stakeholders and start to do our research around, what did they actually need? So we went through an extensive and really successful student shadow process where we got to, follow students, see how they used spaces in the school, ask them what they needed from spaces in the school. We did a teacher roundtable and asked them how excited they were about this new space and what they wanted to see it used for. As a result of this, we were able to kind of boil this down into a series of design goals, right? Our design features. We realized that we wanted to think of our students as stewards of this space. We wanted to honor their agency in this space. We realized that we wanted this space to evolve, that it wasn't going to be static. It needed to respond to student and teacher need. We realized that the space needed to be sustainable. It needed to be able to continue. It couldn't be a single effort. It needed to continue over time. As a function of this, we looked at some of the early prototypes that we had made, prototypes that dealt with the physical space, what furniture, what, would there be a stage, a sound system, or even prototypes that we started building around what PDs might we offer to teachers, and realized that those weren't actually meeting the needs of the students or the teachers that we had discovered. So pretty quickly we realized that we needed to refine that equity challenge statement, and we came up with a second statement which had to do with how do we build a pilot program? How do we create that pilot program that engages interested teachers and that vulnerable population to build the technological capacity that we need at Balboa? And that was how we came up with the Baltech pilot program.
So with our Baltech pilot program, our goal was to set learning experiences that are peer-to-peer. Exactly peer-to-peer by teacher to teacher, teacher to student, and eventually student to student. So with this, we have an application that we want to outreach to specific targeted groups: Black Student Union, Polynesian Club, Latino Unidos, sorry if I mispronounced that. Also, we wanted to do a school-wide outreach. We wanted to reach with our BAL broadcast, our TV announcement weekly, presentations in classroom, and also taking recommendations from teachers for specific students that are highly recommended. Also, we wanted to reach out to all stakeholders: PTSA, alumni, all BAL staff. From that, we would have an interview process that would involve students and teachers to give feedback.
So our basically what we've come up with is this idea of a series of 6-week pilot programs where teachers work with students and with other staff members to really use that space and use the technology that's available in that space. The reason that we came up with this idea that it needed to be actually 2 6-week programs was that we want that element of sustainability and repeatability. Students who go through the program in that first 6-week period come back as ambassadors in the next semester so that they can pass on the skills that they've gained to that sort of next generation of students who would be a year behind them or, potentially of different grade levels, so that those students then could become ambassadors going forward.
So when it came to branding our program, we thought about ways that youth had already told us how they like to receive information. A lot of youth had told us we like flyers, we like to be able to see visuals in the hallway, but we don't like it wordy because we need to see it quickly and get the information. So our coach passed out flyers to you guys, which we will be putting around the school. They also come with an application so that it looks uniform, so when students pick up the application, they know that it belongs to the same program, and it just creates this cohesive program. And then that brings us to our budget. So our budget reflects a sustainable model as well. As Alexei mentioned, we want it to be this cohort system where students are learning skills and then bringing it back for the second cohort. So we have budgeted for teacher leads, 3 teacher leads who are already knowledgeable in the area, staff and student stipends, 7 student stipends and 3 staff stipends, which will continue for both cohorts. And then we'll also have ambassador stipends for the students that are coming back so that they can do this peer-to-peer teaching model. Our total ask is $25,000, which would cover all of these stipends and resources for the students and staff alike.
Yeah, well, thank you.